So, ladies and gentlemen, today's video, I want to tell you guys that you guys are a few steps from hitting your dream aesthetic physique. This goes for guys, this goes for girls. I feel like a lot of times in my life growing up, man, I grew up as a pretty skinny person, right? And it took me a while to get to the point that I am now, and I'm still got a long way to go, but here's a few pointers that I want to convey to you guys in this video. And if you guys don't know anything about nutrition and anything about trying to get in shape, all you guys want to do is, the basics: eat clean, sleep well, train properly, right? And for the ones that are trying to gain weight and trying to pack on more muscles, you guys got to be on a caloric surplus. To the ones that want to lose weight and get leaner, you want to eat in a caloric deficit. I feel like these are all pretty simple, common knowledge, but I feel like a lot of these people, they don't implement these things properly. And for me, myself included, when I first started, I never implemented these things correctly into my life, for example, right? I feel like one of the biggest things is you could train properly, you could eat well, and your mindset could be proper. But if you're not sleeping well, and if you're not getting adequate enough sleep for recovery, for just in general, the building phase of losing fat, building muscle, I feel like you won't really get so far in terms of your goals in trying to achieve your aesthetic physique. And this goes for guys and girls, like I said. But one thing I want to let you guys know is the mindset. Instead of looking at this as like a one-day transformation, a 1 week, 30 days, 60 days, although when you reframe your mindset initially, it's nice to have a specific goal, but understand that what got you to this point won't get you to the next level. And just like a video game, it's slightly different. You have to keep on improving your skills, otherwise you'll start to degress, right? And see this as a life goal. See this as you are working with this until you die, pretty much, right? Like, I don't see myself as a person going to the gym every single day. I see myself as a person that is as a healthy person. And what does that person do? Probably goes to the gym, right? Just like I wouldn't read this book and read one book a day, for example, right? I would say I want to become a reader. The goal is not to read, the goal is to become a reader. The goal isn't to go to the gym, the goal is to become a healthy individual. And by product, that identity shift will allow you to just embrace the gym. Before, I hated going to the gym. Now I've been just going every single day, right? I know it's probably bad that I should probably take some rest days, but the whole point I'm trying to make is that you reframe yourself to a person that does do that, because that is just the type of person you are now, right? So see this as like a longevity thing, right? It's the intensity, it's the extensity, and the consistency of how you do certain things, right? Intensity on how well you train, how intense you are at training to work on yourself, right? The extensity, so how long you do it, and the consistency is how long you do all of that in repetition, right? That's all habits and success is. It's just a repetition and consistency over a long period of time that has allowed you to get to the point that you want to be, right? You see the ones that are bodybuilders, the ones that have a good physique, they hit the gym day in, day out, right? They train properly, they train long enough, and then they were consistent at that for years, basically, right? So that's the mindset you want to be on in terms of trying to achieve the physique that you want. Excuse the background noise, there's dogs barking. I'm in the middle of nowhere in Hong Kong, in a village area, but that's the whole point, bro. I move myself out here so that I can get comfortable being uncomfortable. The closest gym is like 30-minute, 40-minute drive away. The freaking grocery store is like 20, 30-minute drive away. Like, I'm out here really just freaking cooking eggs, steak, and like just living the life of a person like on a farm, even though I don't live in a farm. So the next thing I want to talk about is your training style. You want to train properly, like no pussy training. You have to, I shouldn't say that, but you have to train in a way that allows you to actually achieve failure. I'm not telling you need to achieve failure on every single set that you do, whether that's bench press, squats, but at least you need to take your sets close to failure so that your muscles can start the hypertrophy process. And when you sleep, obviously, and take adequate protein, you will start to build those muscles back. And the beautiful thing about training is that when you first train, you have newbie gains, and this allows you to put on so much size very quickly. Well, I wouldn't say it's a lot of size, but you definitely allowed yourself to put on some size pretty quickly. And you definitely got to be sleeping well, and you definitely got to be eating right. That's the next point that I want to make. Your diet should definitely not come from processed foods. It should definitely come from um, a lot of meats, a lot of eggs. I tried a keto diet, I tried a carnivore diet, I tried eliminating vegetables out of my life. I think for a period of my life, like I was eating carnivore diet, and I was super sharp. I was like waking up and I got straight to work, no brain fog. It could also be because I stopped drinking tap water, and that's a whole nother topic. But carnivore diet made me sharper. I feel like it was more primal for me to consume that and after. But for some people, you gotta have your vegetables, so definitely eat that. It helps with your digestive system. Eat a lot of fruits too. A lot helps you get shredded, helps you get in shape. But yeah, try a keto diet, but definitely eat a lot of eggs because I was eating like 10 eggs a day. I was eating 300 grams ground beef, 300 grams of chicken breast. I wasn't eating too much rice and pasta anymore. I started changing my carbs to a like sweet potatoes, avocados, potatoes, like those types of natural carbs, or apples or stuff like that. None of these like starchy foods like white bread and all this bullshit seed oils. That's not good for you. And the sleep you want to get is definitely between 7 to 9 hours. I know some of you guys can't sleep long because you have jobs, you have to go someplace. But I'm telling you, when you do invest in your sleep, it definitely plays a big factor on in terms of how you get shredded, how you get bigger. Because if you're not sleeping, you're definitely just you're removing all of your perfect gains that you did by not sleeping properly. So take your sleep so serious. There's this book I haven't read yet, but it's called The Power of Sleep. And I know it's so cliche, and our parents like tell us to sleep at a very early time, like get to bed, have bedtime. But I'm telling you, the most successful people, they have a bedtime, and it's just it's part of life. So your aesthetic physique, your dream physique is merely only a few steps away, only a few months away, man. I'm telling you, see this as a longevity thing. You can definitely achieve a lot in 2 months, in 6 months, but I don't want to scare you with those numbers. You got this stuff. God has got you, and if you don't want it, you don't want it. Simple as, right? There's no excuses saying I don't have time for the gym. It's like saying I don't have time to be the best version of myself. I don't have time to look the best. And yeah, you may have work, you may have school, but come on, what are you doing? You're probably scrolling on social media, you're probably watching Netflix. Like, there's so many things that you could be doing. So to say you don't have time for the gym is definitely an excuse. And I love you guys so much. God has got you. Do the hard work, especially if you don't feel like it. And check back in this video in probably a few months and let me know how your journey's going. Comment down below if you guys made it to this far. If you guys are gaining weight, if you guys are losing weight, and start actually training right. Start sleeping right. Start dieting right. And I'm telling you, man, it's actually better to eat junk food to get your carbs than when you're bulking to not get it at all. Obviously, when you're losing weight, definitely don't eat all of that stuff. But yeah, man, to the ones that want it, to the ones that don't, they won't have it. So simple as you get what you deserve. So you reap what you sow, and God will sell you all things at the price of labor. Peace out, guys. I love you guys. Amen.